Hey guys, it's Emma, and I'm here doing another experience video. And this time I actually got videos for you guys because I brought my mom's old phone and I got videos. So basically last night I went to Pressplay tour, that's the shirt, and with Jenna, and her video is going to be right here. I'll put this right here. Okay, and so she's doing her own video because a lot of stuff happened to her too. And yeah, so I'm just going to do a brief experience video. Well, actually it's probably going to be really long. I'm sorry if there's any like noise you hear in the background. My family is currently home along with my cousin who is watching SpongeBob right now. I think, oh no, he's watching Little League. But yeah, so let's go.
Oh my god, I'm in love!
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land.
So, the morning of Pressplay, which was yesterday, I had to get up at 7 because I had swim practice at 8 because we only have like 2 weeks until our first meet, so they wanted to have a Saturday practice, and my mom didn't let me skip, so I decided I had to go for like an hour and 15 minutes. So I went and we ran and we did ab work and we swam, and it wasn't fun. So I get home around 10 and Jenna was supposed to be coming at 10:30 so we can leave by 11 because we're an hour ahead of Chicago, so we were trying to leave by 11 and get there by 1:30 our time and 12:30 their time. So we had got the Ultimate Pass, which was like 3 meet and greet sessions, the Ultimate, Diamond, and then the General. And also we got in early and we could have got pizza. We didn't get pizza. So we were so I started getting ready and I was ready by the time we needed to go. And Jenna got here around 10:30 because she had to go get her eyebrows done, but the place had a gas leak, so she couldn't do that. And so we left at like maybe 11:03 maybe, and we started our long drive to Chicago, which is like 2 hours. And as we were driving, I was talking to a girl named Paige on my Twitter, and she was gonna be there. And we were also talking to our friends Gianna and Payte, who were at Dream Big, that we met them there, and they were going to Pressplay and they had the same pass that we did, so we asked them if they would save us a spot in line, and so they did. And they had a crazy experience before, and I'll tell you that one once so we stopped at an Oasis, we got pretzels, and then we got back in the car, and once we got there, my parents ended up sitting there until we went inside because they wanted to see if it was for real. But, so we got in line, and Gianna and Payne had been telling us that something happened with Sam and Kobe, and we weren't really sure what was happening, so they gave us our phones and showed us our Snapchat stories. It turned out they had to take Sam and Kobe from the airport to their hotel. So that was basically what happened, and so they were trying to become really good friends with them, and so we got to talk to them a lot. So as we're sitting in line, there was a bee nest in one of the like pole things, and bees were everywhere, and Payton kept on freaking out, and I was freaking out, and she was like freaking out, you know. And so then 1:30 came around, and we were wanting to get talent passes, but they sold out, so we just didn't get anything. And so we made our way inside, but I ended up getting separated from Jenna, Gianna, and Payton, and so I was alone, and then I found them when we got inside. And we got this, and we had to stick it on our bodies somewhere. I took mine off and put it on like a piece of paper because I wanted to save it, but yeah, that was like on my hip. And me and Jenna had made these shirts that said Goat Cult. It was Payte, Parker, Jack, Dale, me and Jenna, and we're as goats, and then I put Dale on the back of mine and Jenna put Parker on the back of hers. And so we had those, and the guys got there like a big bus, and they all had to run inside, and so we were banging on the windows. We ended up breaking one of the windows, And then Payte saw Jenna's shirt and was like, "Oh, you're the girl that made me the shirt." And she's like, "Yeah." And she tried to give her the shirt, but the door was locked. And so once we got inside, after a while, the first person we went to was Payte Parker, and that's Jenna's bae. And we talked to him, and I told him that I had made the Vine that he retweeted of the girl with the goat. It was like, "Hey, Payte, I think I found your girlfriend." Like, I made that Vine and he retweeted it, and I told him that. He's like, "Oh, that was you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I got a picture with him, and I'll put that right here. So after we met Payte, we went over to Kenny Holland, and he was very nice. And I'll put that video that video of me.
Wait. Alright. Yeah.
After we met Kenny, we went over to Luke and Mikey. I didn't meet Mikey, and I was really upset because I wanted to, but I said hi to him a few times, but I couldn't. I felt bad because there were girls in line, and I didn't want to cut in front because we were already cutting in front of Luke's line to get a picture with him. But I got his shirt. There was a blue tie-dye one, but I decided to see this one. But yeah, it's Mikey Mercury shirt I got. But yeah, and I had bought t-shirts before. Wait, no, I bought Mikey's before I went over there. And then I met Luke, and Luke is a sweetheart.
Alright, it's recording.
Yeah, welcome to my lecture, everybody. Have a nice night.
And let's see, who did we meet? Oh, whew. Then came the golden moment. I met Jack Dale. Okay, so I'm waiting in line, and I was like, wait, because there's one line, I'm like, while I'm in line, I'm just gonna go buy his shirt. So I went and bought his shirt. Also, on the way in, I saw his grandma, and she saw the thing that I made for him. She's like, "Oh, that's my grandson." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, I got his shirt, and then I was waiting in line, and it kept getting closer. We were trying to figure out what order we were gonna go in, and they said that I was gonna go last. And so like, Payton got a picture of like him holding her leg and stuff. And I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I know I wanted him to kiss my cheek, but I don't know if he'll want to, because I feel like he was kind of in a bad mood, but I don't know. And so then I met him, and when I hugged him, I had this vision that when I hugged him, he would pick me up, because like I was like, well, I don't want to be like, "Can you pick me up?" But like, so I was like, okay, I'll just hug him like I hug all the other guys, which is like, and so I hugged him, and he picked me up, and I was like, "Oh, this is what was supposed to happen." And then I asked him if he could kiss me on the cheek, and he said it was okay, and so he kissed me on the cheek, and Jenna almost missed it, but she got it. So I'll just put those two videos right here.
Can we get video? Okay, wait. Hey, go. Go, that's his.
No, it's fine.
Go, Anna. Oh, you like our shirts? You like our shirts? What did he say? Oh. Can you turn on the flash, Emma? Alright.
Then after I met Jack, where did we go? I think I went over to Hunter, and I went and said hi to Hunter and like hugged him, and Jenna gave him the note she wrote him, because we all kind of wrote notes. I wrote a note for Payte and Jack, and she wrote a note for a bunch of people, and so she hugged off. I got a picture with Hunter, and I'll show you that.
Go! I got it. Go, Emma! I got it. It's recording.
And then after we met all the people we wanted to, like we were sitting and talking to Sam and Kobe for a while because of Gianna and Payton, and we went and we met a bunch of the SDK guys. And then we're like, let's get in line. Let's get in the rows, because there's still like 3 hours until the concert, and we were like, let's try to get in the front row. So we just sat in the front by the stage, and Alex Ernst was sitting down, so we were talking to him, we were talking to a few of the guys from SDK, and we were just kind of just sitting there. And Same. And then my friends started to have a panic attack. And so we were like, we need to find water. And we asked one of the guys to go get us water, and he said that he couldn't even get over there. And then Mikey Murphy's mom came on stage, and we're like, Mrs. Murphy, could you get us some water? Because I was like, we need water. And so she went and got us water, and she was being so nice. But let's see, we waited for a really long time. We ended up having a nap pile. Like, I was laying down on the stage, Peyton was on top of me, Gianna was in the middle of me and Jenna's sleeping like this, and we're just all just laying down, just like taking a nap, and then they're like, oh, the show started, and we're like, oh god. And so the show started, and all the guys came on stage, and they were like, well, we're gonna start buck wild dancing, and I'm like, oh geez, they're gonna take off their shirts. And so I'm just gonna show you a brief preview. If you're wearing earphones, beware, because my scream is probably the loudest scream you will hear in your whole entire life when they take off them shirts. Okay, so then basically after that, Mason Dale came on singing, and he sang Ride first, and we were just sitting there, and Pate and Jack were over in the corner, and they're like crawling on stage, and they started doing the grind on me. I almost had a heart attack, but I survived. And so they did the grind on me, and who came on stage next? And then Mikey and Luke came on stage, and I got a selfie with Luke. And then Devin sang. Devin was a really good singer. He was really cute too. And let's see. The Dolan twins came on a few times, and I was like, oh my god. And then, who else came on? Oh, Payte sang. And, oh, hi Dad. Payte sang, and he talked to Jenna on stage, and it was priceless. It was absolutely the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Doing?
Go!
Are you amazing?
I'm amazing.
How amazing? Tell me how amazing you are.
Started doing, then he started rapping, and all the guys came on stage and they were doing stuff, and I have a bunch of videos from that. Then Chase came on stage, preview of that. Then Kenny came on stage, but it took him a while to get on stage because there was some sound check issues, I think. And so as we were waiting, when Kenny came on stage, one of the Dolan twins, I forgot which one, came on stage to be his mic host to hold the microphone, and his butt was right in front of me and my friends' faces, and Jenna was trying to touch it, and I'm like, Jenna, don't do that, Jenna. And then he started singing. He had his new song that was coming out that he like premiered there, and so he was singing, and Jenna was acting like she knew the words, and so he handed her the microphone, and she was like, something, 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 and I was like, Jenna, you could have done something way better, like go like, get out me car. I also, yeah. And then SDK came on stage, and that was fun, and then I gave my phone to one of the guys, and they took a picture on it. And so overall, I had a good time. So then my parents were texting me like, we've been here for 5.5 hours. You need to get out of there. The show wasn't even over yet, and I was like, I want to go to the after party. We have a 2-hour drive home, and I was thirsty, and I was having a headache, and I'm like, okay, we're just gonna go. And so we're like trying to get through the crowd, and Jenna wanted to say bye to Payte, but we couldn't find him anywhere, and we were like, Jenna was all upset, and I was like, Jenna, it's okay. You met Payte, you're okay. And so we leave, and we get in the car, and we're like, can we go to the gas station? Because there's a gas station literally like right next to the place, and we're like, can we go to the gas station? And Jenna's like, okay, let's go to the gas station. So my mom drove us in, and we parked the car, and I looked out the window to see who's in there, because you know, you look in the gas station to see who's in there before you go in there. And I see this hat, and I'm like, geez, that hat really looks like Hunter's, because Hunter was wearing a hat, and like, that really looks like Hunter's hat. And Jenna goes, I go, Jenna, they're in there. And she's like, who's in there? I'm like, Hunter's in there. And she's like, oh, Payte's in there. And so we go inside, and I run over to the water, because I was like, I need water. And I hear Jenna, she's like, I swear we did not follow you in there. And if you are watching this video, I swear to Jesus, we did not know you were in there. We literally wanted water and food, and you guys were in there. And so Jenna took a picture with Payte in the gas station, and Pearson, and Hunter, and Jenna had Audrey Hepburn on her phone case, and he had James Dean on his shirt, and he was like, oh my God, you have Audrey Hepburn on your case, and he's like, I'm wearing James Dean, and then Jenna goes, oh, it's meant to be, and he goes, yeah, I know, and I was like, woo. And they were looking at some things that I don't know if my mom saw, but they were looking at like that, yeah. Okay, so let's see. So as on our drive home, we literally slept. I slept for a long time on the way home, and then when we got home, we went in the basement, and me and Jenna were laughing at all of our videos because we were screaming so loud, and we also were laughing about like different finds we'd seen. And then we went to bed, and this morning I dropped Jenna off, and now I'm starting to get depressed, but not like literally depressed, but you know, post-concert depression. But I still have all my shirts in my past, so I'm actually really happy with what happened. And if Pressplay ever came back to Chicago, I would go, because I want to see Gianna and Peyton again and hang out with them, and I'd want to meet everyone again, and I know Jenna would want to do anything to meet Peyton again. And so yeah, so that's basically what happened at Pressplay. And if you want to see, if I cut this into parts, but if you didn't watch the first part would probably be right here. And if you want to watch Jenna's version, which she tells about all the people that noticed her on stage, because I'm pretty sure every single guy noticed her on stage at least once. And if you want to see that, I'll put that right here, even though I put it in the front. But so yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. My social medias will be down below and in the ending slide. And if you saw me at Pressplay, which I'm pretty sure every girl did, because I literally was wearing the tie-dye shirt with the goats on it. If you saw me, comment, because I'm pretty sure I probably saw you. Oh God. And if I ever like cut in line in front of you, I'm 100% sorry, because I know what that feels like, and it feels it's not fun. But so like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll try to make more videos on this channel, because I don't think Data 6 is going to be working anymore. So please comment and like, and I'll make more videos for you guys. So, bye! And I'll be alright. I'm gonna be alright. Hi.